Hello and welcome to this video on is writing a waste of time? Depends on who you ask. So let's take a look. I'll tell you a true story. When writing my first book, The Hidden Sun, several people told me I was wasting my time. What are you doing? They would say. You're not going to make any money off of that. You should be looking for a career in, banking or something where you can have good benefits and take care of your family. Well, I tried that, and I hated it. And so as I was writing The Hidden Sun, I actually, in response, added a scene that introduced an important character that I discovered I had not included when I was doing revision, but it was also a response to those who were critical of what I was doing. It starts at the beginning of chapter 10 of The Hidden Sun, and I'm just going to read it. It's not very long, it's about a page, so just bear with me. What is it supposed to be? Actually, let me just go see if I can pull this over here. Whoa, look at that. Can you see that? Isn't that neat? What is it supposed to be? Governor Edward asked, clearly confused. Garth stood proudly next to his latest tree sculpture. What do you think it is? Edward furrowed his brow. The tree had been meticulously trimmed, the two main branches intertwining in a complex pattern. I honestly have no idea. Garth looked at Edward, at the tree, and then back at Edward. It's joy. Edward crossed his arms and frowned. You can't sculpt joy. But, Garth motioned to the large tree next to him, I did. Blinking in disbelief at the gardener, Edward said, I've been the governor of Lloyd for over 2 years now, and I still do not understand you people. You don't like it? The portly governor waved a hand to dismiss the notion. No, it's fine. Indicating the area around him, he said, everything in my garden is fine. I just don't understand why anyone would put so much effort into, well, a tree. Do you feel my efforts were wasted? Garth asked. Not wasted, Edward replied, just misdirected. You can't sell the tree. You aren't going to make any money from showing off the tree. So why spend all that time on something that won't bring you any gain? Garth wiped the dirt off his hands. Ah, you do not see the tree after all. Don't, Edward stammered. It's right here in front. Bah, never mind. With that, Governor Edward turned and walked out of the garden, shaking his head. So, hopefully I don't have to spell that out for you. The idea of the allegory of the tree, and that sometimes sculpting and doing stuff that brings us joy is not a waste of time. Okay, now, some final thoughts. To be fair, I did end up having The Hidden Sun be published, and it did very well, and I made money off of it. And it took a lot of time, it took a lot of effort on my behalf. It opened a lot of doors for me. Was it an overnight thing? No. Did it take several years? Yes, it did. But as I continue to teach and further my career in the academia world, where I'm now a department head, and I'm teaching graduate level students in creative writing, I still have the urge to write, and I'm still writing, and I love it. But I also love teaching, and I love other things in my life that I find enjoyable that frankly pays the bills. So that's something to consider about when it comes to writing. People are going to be critical of what you do regardless, and if it's something that brings you joy and happiness and makes the world a better place, for heaven's sakes, what's wrong with that?